Hello, and welcome back to Chroma Endless. Last episode, we got some create machines set up, along with a very productive wood farm here. But today, I'd like to look at getting into some occultism. Progressing through this mod will allow us to unlock the machine frames from Thermal Series, and then from there, we can get some proper machinery going. To get started with occultism, we're going to need to grab some of these Demon's Dream Seeds we planted a while ago. And we're going to need to craft this Dictionary of Spirits book, which doesn't look to be too hard here. Alright, and here we are. This book will serve as a guide for all of the occultism stuff. Next, we're going to need to grab a couple of tools from occultism, both of which are very easy to make here. I've been sat here for a while waiting for these hemp seeds to grow. I need more string. But looking through the quest book here, I've noticed there are a couple really cool items we can grab right away. These furnaces actually follow the progression of the different mods, and we actually have access to create right now, so we can grab a copper furnace, and that'll be a little bit faster than the normal ones we have. And we actually also have access to a jetpack here, which kind of looks complicated, but I don't think it's too bad, and it will definitely be worth it in the long run here. I think I'm going to go ahead and get those crafted up while I'm waiting on this. Oh, what a crafting recipe that was. To get this charging though, we are going to need a couple more things. Using a couple of Tesla coils from Create and an alternator. If we throw this on the back of a cogwheel here, it should start generating some power. And then using a couple of connectors here and some copper wire, we should start getting power to this. And if we throw our mechanical jetpack onto here, it should be all charged up now. It's definitely not the fastest jetpack in the world. It also drains energy like crazy. It looks like once we make our way through occultism though, we should be able to unlock the next one. Speaking of, I think it's about time we get that set up. Here we are. And the last item it wants us to get, we actually need to do a ritual for. We're just gonna have to do a few more things here before we can jump into that. By lighting one of these demon fruits on fire, we're gonna get some spirit fire. And if we drop some andesite in there, that'll give us other stone. Throwing diamonds in will give us these spirit gems. And throwing a sapling in there will give us an unstable sapling. And to actually get the wood we need to eat one of these fruits. And it'll make us a little dizzy. Mining this normally would just give you normal oak wood. And throwing this into the spirit fire will grant us some ashes. We're also going to need a couple of chalk pieces here, one of which we're going to turn into a golden chalk. Throwing both of these into the spirit fire will purify them. And we'll need this book of binding, which combined with the dictionary will actually bind it we're gonna need about 13 of these bowls here for the ritual we want. One of which we'll need to make into a golden bowl. Some of these spirit attuned crystals. Killing some vanilla mobs will give us some tallow, which we can use to make some candles. And the last thing we'll need is one of these purple chalks. And that should be just about everything we need for the ritual. Alright, and it should all be set up now. The actual ritual for the machine frame does call for some steel, which we haven't set up yet. We are going to need to make a blast furnace for that. And there we go. If we throw some iron and some coal coke in here, this should very slowly start producing some steel. And here we are. That should be enough for now. And we should have everything we need to complete our first ritual here. If we just throw this in the middle, it should start going. It does take a little while, but we've got our first machine frame. I think I'm going to hold off on getting into thermal until next time though, because there is one more thing I'd like to do today. And that is deal with the storage situation, because it is rough. Occultism actually does provide a very nice storage system early game here. We'll just need to craft up a few things here to get that set up. Okay, I think we've gathered everything we need here for the actual storage part of this. To actually set this up, we're just going to throw our storage part in the middle here, and then 2 blocks out on all sides. We're going to throw up some other stone. And then on each of these pillars, we're going to throw down one of our storage stabilizers. And you don't need these. These actually just increase the amount of storage that's in here. So right now we have up to 1,152 different items that we can just go ahead and toss in here. And these are just the tier 1 storage stabilizers. Upgrading to the tier 2 ones isn't too expensive. We would have to go get some gas tiers, but I think we could pull that off. The good news is, I don't think we're even going to need to upgrade these, because I have thrown pretty much every item that was in all of these chests here into this, and it's not even close to being full. So I think we're good on with the tier 1s for now. The other thing we can do with this is craft up one of these storage accessors, and that will let us access that storage pretty much wherever we are in the world. We'll just have to do a quick little ritual for that. There we go. And if you just shift right click on this, it'll link the storage remote to this, and then you can access it pretty much anywhere in the world. The only other thing is you do have to chunk load the storage system over here, just so that way you can access it anywhere while it's still. I think that's going to do it for today's episode though. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.